How's your day been? How you doing today? Hope you had a great day. Hope you won today. I want to quickly start this live because I'm some minutes late. Sorry I had to get involved in some daddy duties. All right. This afternoon we had a great session which if you've not seen it, please go check our channel. We had a great live this afternoon. Here we talked about leverage. All right. I will still dabble into it a little bit here because this kind of continues from that or this compounds on that. But tonight I want to talk about something else that I think is very important, not just to adults, not just to older adults, but also to the younger ones that are just coming up. So please let us know where you're joining us from. And please kindly share this live so that it gets to other people. All right. And if this touches you, don't sit down on it. Share it with someone that you know needs to hear this. So, family, tonight, I need to talk to the person who feels invisible, not the lazy person, not the untalented person, not the unwilling person, the invisible person. The person who knows deep down, I have something in me. The person who knows I can help people. The person who knows I've lived enough life to guide someone. But somehow, life is moving. The world is loud and nobody seems to see what you carry. And if we're not careful, that kind of silence can get in your head, it gets in your mind. You start asking yourself questions like, maybe I'm not that gifted. Maybe I missed my time. Maybe if I were really called, somebody would have discovered me by now. Those kind of questions, they start coming into your head. But my answer to that is no. Let me tell you what I heard today. And it hit my spirit. It hit me in the chest, not in the head. Everybody needs you. They just don't know you yet. Hello, Delin, how you guys doing? Everybody needs you. They don't just know you yet. I need you to catch that. It is not, I'm not saying everybody will clap for you. I'm not saying everybody will agree with you. I'm not saying everybody will like you. But the people assigned to your voice, the people assigned to your story, the people assigned to your gift, to your solutions, they need you. They need you. They just don't know you yet. And tonight we're going to talk about why so many gifted people stay hidden. Why a lot of gifted people stay hidden. Why a lot of gifted people don't come out with their gifts. How ordinary people become known. The people you know today, a lot of them are ordinary, but they just become known. How people leveraged what they had, and how you can stop waiting and start becoming findable. That's what we'll be talking about tonight. Because let me tell you this clearly, friends. You're not useless. You're not. You're not forgotten either. You're not too late. You're just undiscoverable. People can't find you. That's the only thing. See, let me tell you this truth tonight. Being unknown, it hurts. When people don't know you, it hurts. Especially when you know what you carry. Like, it hurts when people come to you in private for advice, but publicly nobody sees you as a leader. People come to you when they need something in private, but publicly nobody comes to you. Nobody sees you as a leader. Nobody sees the potential in you. It hurts. It hurts when people know you are capable. They know you are capable, but opportunities keep going to louder people. You know the answers. Even at your workplace, you know you can get it done, but opportunities keep going to those that can cry out loud, those that can shout loud. They get the opportunities. It hurts. It hurts when you survive things most people most people, they will collapse under it. You know the answer, you know the way out, and you see people collapsing. It hurts because you know the answer, but you don't know how to get it to them, and still you're thinking, does does it matter what I learned? It hurts. It hurts. That pain, my friend, is real. That pain is real. And I want to honor that tonight, like, because sometimes we move too fast to motivation and we don't acknowledge the weight some of you are carrying, the weight of being overlooked in your family, the weight of being overlooked at work, the weight of being of some of you are carrying the weight of being overlooked even in your own marriages. Some of you are carrying the weight of being overlooked by people who only see the old version of you. And if you carry that long enough, you start shrinking for sure. You start shrinking. You stop sharing what you know. You stop sharing ideas. You stop trying. You stop speaking up. You stop posting. You stop building. You just stop dreaming out loud. And it's not because you don't care, but it's because disappointment has worn you down. You're now so used to disappointment. But tonight, we're breaking that. We're going to stop that tonight. Because being unseen is not proof that you're unnecessary. No. Let me say that again. Being unseen is not proof that you are unnecessary. Some of the most valuable things in life are hidden before they are revealed. Think about it. Roots before trees, right? Foundation before the building. Pregnancy before the child. Training before the performance. Hidden does not mean absent. Hidden does not mean empty. Hidden does not mean forgotten. Hidden means you're getting prepared. You're getting prepared. You're preparing. See, I like to make my talk real, right? Let me tell you a story. There was a woman, I call this woman Angela for the sake of anonymity here. I call her Angela. Angela worked in her office for years. Not the flashy one in the office, not the noisy one. Not the one in everybody's meeting, not the one in everybody's face, not the one trying to impress leadership. But everyone knew something, right? When there was a confusion, everybody went to Angela. When there was a problem, everybody went to Angela. When a process broke, everybody went to Angela. When a new person comes in and he feels overwhelmed, they sat beside Angela. She knows the work. She knows the people. She even knew how to fix things. But because she doesn't have the title, she never saw herself as a leader. One day, a manager called her and said, "Hey, why don't you apply for this open role?" And she laughed and said, "Me? I'm just helping where I can." Listen to that language. I'm just helping where I can. That's how gifted people talk when they don't know their value. You're gifted, but you don't know your value, so you talk like that. I'm just mad. I'm just an ordinary person, you know. I'm just an ordinary person. I'm just helping. I'm just posting online. I'm just posting stuff. I'm just talking. I'm just making videos, you know. I'm just sharing what I know. No, that's not the answer. No. Angela wasn't just helping. Angela was leading without permission. And once she shifted how she saw herself, everything changed. She started documenting what she knew. She started putting them down in documentation. She started training new staff intentionally. She started speaking up in meetings. She started building systems. And in a short time, what people already felt about her became visible to leadership. She didn't become valuable that year. Like we always say in this channel, it doesn't happen out of a big bang. She didn't become valuable that year. She had already been valuable, but she became visible that year because she had always been invisible. She became visible that year. That's what some of you need to understand tonight or whenever you watch this video. You're waiting to become valuable. But what if the truth is you are already valuable? What if this next season is not about becoming someone else? What if it's about learning how to position what you already carry? What if it's already learning how to position yourself? See, this is where we make the turn tonight, all right? Most people who feel unseen, they ask emotional questions. Why don't people support me, Matt? Why does nobody notice me, Matt? Why am I overlooked, Matt? These questions, they are real. They are real, but they can trap you. They can be a trap. They can be a box. Tonight, I want to give you a better question. Not why don't they see me, but how do I become findable? They're almost the same thing, but one is saying something better. And we'll talk about the difference very soon. How do I become findable? Because people can't benefit from what they can't find. They can't hire what you won't explain. They can't follow what you won't talk about. They can't hire what they don't understand. They can't trust what you never show. People can't receive from you if you stay hidden in your own fears, in your own insecurity. People can't receive from you. So stop treating obscurity like an insult. Stop treating obscurity like an insult. Treat it like a strategy problem. Now this is an issue, you need to know what to do. If everybody needs you and they don't know you yet, then your assignment is only two things. Listen, friends, it's very, very important you get this. If everybody needs you, but they don't know you yet, your assignment is just these two things. Number one, become undeniable in value. Become so undeniable in value that they can't do without you. Number two, become discoverable in this era, this time we are. I talked about leverage before. I'm going to talk about it a little bit again. Become discoverable in this era. Let people be able to set you out. Let people be able to find you. Become undeniable in value. So create value so well. Number two, become discoverable, become findable in this era. That's the shift. That is the shift you need. It is not, why am I not seen? No. It is more like, how do I make it easier for the right people to find me? How do I position myself so that the right people can find me? And it matters. This matters because some of you are carrying solutions. You're carrying solutions in your guts. You're carrying answers, but you're hiding them under insecurity. You're hiding the answers under perfectionism. In short, Matt, I can't do it right. You're hiding it under fear of criticism. You're hiding it under overthinking. You're hiding answers over inconsistencies. See, you don't need more potential, my friend. You don't need more potential. You need the plan for visibility. You need people to know that you carry that solution. You need people to know that you carry that answer. You don't need more potential. Now, let's talk about leverage a little bit. Because, see, this generation misunderstands leverage. Some people think leverage is money only, right? No, that's not the answer. Leverage today could be your phone. Leverage could be your story. Leverage could be your network. Leverage could be your voice. Leverage could be your consistency, your skill, your systems, your reputation, your ability to solve a real problem. That could be leverage to you. 10 years ago, a lot more doors were locked. 10 years ago, even 5 years ago, a lot more doors were locked. Today, the doors, some of them, they are still locked. They're hard to open, but the tools are now in your hand. You now have the tools to penetrate those doors, whether they are locked or not. You can learn online. Now you don't need to go to Harvard. Their Harvard course is online. You can publish online. You don't need to search for a publisher the way J.W. Rollins did. You don't need to search. You can publish online. You can build community online. You can teach online. You can sell online. You can collaborate online. Some of you are waiting for a miracle while holding a device. You're waiting for a prophet while you're holding a phone. A phone that can record your message. A phone that can connect you to people. A phone that can teach your skills and build your platform. The question is not always about access. Many times the question is discipline. Leverage is not about having everything, my friends. Leverage is about maximizing what you already have. You may not have a studio. I don't have a studio. I don't have a studio. This is my living room. All right? You may not have a studio, but you just have a phone. A phone is what you have. You may not have a big audience yet, but you have a voice. You may not even have investors, but you have a problem you understand deeply. You may not have a team, but you have consistency. And consistency over time becomes trust. So trust becomes influence. Influence becomes opportunity. This is how ordinary people becomes known in this day and age. Not by waiting for perfect condition, but by using what they have fully. What do you have in your hand? You have a phone. You have a phone. You can use that fully. That is leverage in this age and time. That is leverage. How discoverable are you? How discoverable are you? You have a solution to a problem, but people don't know you. People don't know you have it because you're hiding under insecurity. Let me tell you another story. I know a man called Sam. Sam came into a new country with credentials, experience, and a strong work ethic, but nobody knew him. So that's the story of every immigrant. No network because it's new. No local reputation. They will tell you you don't have job experience. I will sub if you say better in an Indian accent. I don't know how to say that, buddy. No shortcut. Back home, Sam had status. Here, he had to start over. And that is a pain many people don't understand. To be capable and unseen. You are capable, you know that, but you're not seen. To be experienced and unknown. To have wisdom and still have to prove yourself from the scratch. Sam could have become bitter, Instead, he became strategic. He started helping people for free at first. He started volunteering. Not forever, but to build trust, to make people know what he carries. He showed up consistently. He showed up every now and then. He used simple technologies to stay in touch with people. He documented his work. He learned how to communicate his value in the language of the people around him. And little by little, people started referring Sam. Then one client became 3, 3 became 5, 5 became 10, 10 became a reputation. See, years down the line, people call him the guy. And anybody that needs a solution, you say, go talk to Sam. Now, hear me, friends. He didn't become the guy overnight. He didn't become the solution provider overnight. He became the guy through usefulness, through humility, through learning, through consistency and leverage. He used leverage. Some of you are in Sam season right now. You might be an immigrant in a new country, or you might still be in your country. You're starting over. Different city, different industry, different chapter, different identity. And you're grieving how unseen you feel. People are not seeing you. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows your worth. But don't let starting over make you think you're starting from zero. No, don't do that. You did not start from zero. You're starting from experience now. You're starting from wisdom. You're starting from lessons. And if you leverage those lessons well, your next chapter will rise faster than your last one. If you leverage your lessons well, your next chapter will rise faster than your last one. Let me bring in a few examples people know. But I want you to listen to the pattern, not just the names, all right? Tyler Perry, we all know him. Before the studio, before the success, before the recognition, there was a man writing and putting his work out when almost nobody showed up. Tyler was writing stories, writing great movies, putting them out when nobody even watched it. That's the part a lot of people skip. People celebrate your crown, they celebrate your success, they celebrate all the good stuff. They don't sit with your empty room. They don't sit with you when you're going through the motions, through life. Tyler Perry leveraged his story, he leveraged his pain, he leveraged his voice, and eventually he got ownership. That's a word for somebody today. Stop waiting for gates to open and start building your own stage. Stop waiting for a door to open. There are doors that you need to build yourself. What about opera? A lot of us know opera. Before the empire, there was a voice that connected, a voice that made people feel seen, a voice that built trust. Some of you keep saying, I need a bigger platform. I need a bigger platform. No, you need a clearer voice. Your voice is the seed of your platform. If you don't, there's a lady called Melanie Perkins. Melanie Perkins is the CEO of Canva. What made Canva explode? Canva is just another platform, right? On the internet for creating videos and all doing all those stuff. Canva exploded because of simplicity. They didn't win by being louder. They're not the loudest. They won by making something hard, easy. Everybody now have an account in Canva. Canva is now like Facebook to create videos, to create good pictures. That's what leverage does. That's what leverage does. If you can remove friction from people's life, if you can remove confusion, you can remove complexity, wasted time, fear, you become valuable very, very fast. In this our world, the one you call the creator economy, let's talk about Mr. Beast. He's the #1 YouTuber in the world. Everybody knows that. What stands out is not just how he posts, you know. A lot of us study Mr. Beast. We kind of study him to know how is this guy getting success. He studied, he tested, he improved, he learned what works. Now he's using it. It's like he has a playbook now. That is leverage too, not just effort. Informed repetition. We talked about consistency on this channel. Informed repetition. That is what he used. The pattern in all of these stories is the same. Look at these names I called. The patterns in all of these stories is the same. They were unknown at one time. They were unknown. They had something real. They had a gift. They had something in them. They had something real. They used the tools of their era. They stayed consistent. They became impossible to ignore. That's the pattern. Whether you're unknown today, that's not a problem. Do you have something in you? Do you have something real? Do you have a message? Do you have something you can do? Use the tool of your day. Use the internet. Use the tool of your day. Stay consistent. Very soon you'll be impossible to ignore. That is the pattern, and that pattern still works till date. Let's do a quick check-in, right? I call this a quick check-in. I want you to answer this honestly. If you can type in the chat, type it. No deep explanation, just a word. What do people keep coming to you for? What do people keep coming to you for? If you can type it, type it. But if you don't want to type, no problem. Do people keep coming to you for advice? Do people keep coming to you for encouragement? People keep coming to you for strategy, for prayer, for creativity, for solutions, for leadership, for technical help, for parenting wisdom, for business insight? What do people keep coming to you for in your world today? What do people keep coming to you for? See, because many times your assignment leaves clues in your life. Your assignment leaves clues. People are already showing you what you carry. People are already showing you what you carry. They're already showing it to you. The issue is not that you don't have a gift. The issue is that you have not have a system for your gifting. So the gift stays dormant. You have the oil, you only need the container. You have the message, you need the structure. You have the ability, you need the consistency. That's what we're building tonight. Now let's talk a little bit plain here. All right, let's talk plain. A lot of gifted people stay unknown and they remain unknown. And it has nothing to do with talent. It is habits. It is mindset. It is fear. You might say, hey, Matt, fear of what? Fear of being seen trying. You know, a lot of people are scared. I don't want people to see them trying. A lot of people are not afraid of failing. They're afraid of looking foolish, you know. They don't want people from their past saying, now you're doing videos. Now you're a coach. Now you're speaking like a leader. Listen to me. People will always have opinions while you're building. People will always have opinions while you're building. And many times the people laughing are not braver than you. They are not. They are just more comfortable staying small. They want to remain that way. So they also want you to come remain that way. Don't let the fear of looking awkward in the beginning stop you from becoming powerful in the future. Don't. You might look awkward. Everybody looks awkward at the beginning. That is okay. That is part of the package. Don't let that fear keep you down. Another fear is perfectionism. You know, perfectionism sounds wise, but many times it is fear in a nice outfit. I'm waiting for the right setup. Matt, I don't have a studio. I don't have a good camera. I don't have good lighting. I don't have good microphone. I'm waiting for the right timing. I'm waiting until I feel fully ready. No. You become ready by doing. You become ready by trying. You become ready by making mistakes and moving and learning from your mistakes. Your first version will be rough. Oh, friends, if you go look at my first video, I did my first video on YouTube July 11th. If you look at the first video, July 11, 2025, it was crazy. My first 3 videos were crazy. But that didn't make me stop. I continued. Your first version might be rough. Your voice will shake even. Your voice will shake. Your content will be imperfect. Your process will be messy, but that's normal. The goal is not to start polished. No. The goal is to stay true. Start the way you are and stay true. You will continue to learn. A lot of people are scared of the third thing here, confusion. You see, gifted people often struggle because they can do too many things. So you have 10 ideas. You can help in 10 lanes. People come to you for 10 different reasons. You can speak to 10 problems. So what happens? You freeze. Let me simplify it. You do not need 10 lanes to start. Pick one pain. Pick one people's group. Pick one platform. Pick one message. And stay there long enough for trust to grow. People are scared of inconsistency, number 4. This one breaks more dream than talent will ever break. You show up when you feel inspired, right? Then life gets heavy and you run away, you disappear because you're not getting result. You post content for a week, you disappear for a month. You come back with a big speech, you disappear again after a month. But people cannot find you if you keep vanishing. Consistency is how strangers become supporters. Consistency is how supporters becomes community. Consistency is how community becomes impact. People need to find you. You don't need to be running away. Let's talk to the parents here tonight. Just for a moment, you know. In my channel, we always kind of make it broad so that it touches everyone. This is for the parents. Honestly, this applies even if you're not a parent. So just listen. There was a woman, I'll call her Monica. Monica will always help people, helping her kids, helping family members, helping friends through hard lessons or through hard seasons, helping people budget, helping people do their tax, helping people calm down, helping people think clearly. All right? But she always said the same thing. My life is ordinary. I don't have anything special to share. That sentence broke my heart. That sentence broke my heart. Because What she called ordinary was actually leadership. It was emotional intelligence, it was resilience, it was conflict management, it was sacrifice, and it was wisdom under pressure. One day, someone encouraged her to start sharing short messages online, short clips online, just simple things. Things like how to reset your home after a hard week. Things like how to talk to your child when they shut down. Things like how to stretch a grocery budget without shame. Things like how to protect peace in your house. She thought nobody would care, but people cared. Why? Because she wasn't pretending. She was speaking from a lived truth. And the thing she thought was just ordinary became the exact thing people needed. So, friends, listen to me. What feels normal to you may be life-changing to someone else. You've lived with your gift so long that you've become blind to its values. That's why you say things like, anybody can do this, Matt. This is just common sense. I'm not doing something special. No, it is common to you because you carry it. It is special to the people who don't carry it. Monica didn't become fake to become known. She became clear. She named what she knew. She shared it consistently. She stopped disqualifying her own life. And that's the shift for some of you. You don't need a brand new life, my friend. You need a new lens for the life you already have. You need to see the life you already have in different ways. All right, as usual on this channel, we get practical at times. So let's get practical now, because I don't want you to just be emotional tonight. No, I want you mobilized. If everybody needs you and you don't know, and they don't know you yet, how do you become findable? That's a big question. If everybody needs you and they don't know you yet, how do you become findable? Number one, identify the pain you solve. Ask yourself, what problem do people keep bringing to me? What do I explain well? What have I survived? What do I make easier for people? Your lane is usually hidden inside your repeated usefulness. Identify the pain you solve easily. Number two, build your message around pain, not just inspiration. Your message should not just be motivation. It should be around pain, around what people go through every day. Don't just say be strong, be strong. Say things like, if you feel overwhelmed as a parent, do this. If you feel too old to start again, do this. If your finances are crushing your peace, do this. If you're burnt out from always being strong, do this. Specific pain creates connection, not just motivational cliches. No. Number three, pick one platform and stay there. You don't need to be everywhere. You need to be somewhere consistently. Pick one. You can pick YouTube for growth. You can pick shorts, reels for quick reach. That's Instagram. You can pick LinkedIn for professional value. You can pick WhatsApp for community group, for intimacy. You can pick email for ownership. Stop trying to be big everywhere. No. Be trustworthy somewhere. Like personally, you want to find Matt? I'm on YouTube. This is my main platform. Because for me, this is where I connect more with people of like minds. Step 4, document your work. Don't only post outcome, post processes. Show what you're learning, show what you're building, show what failed, show what changed, show what's working. People trust what they can watch grow. Document your work. Step 5, build a reading, not random effort. A reading beats imagination or beats motivation. Decide what day you show up, what you talk about, how you post or how often you post, what your audience can expect. Consistency makes you discoverable. Consistency makes you discoverable. 6, stay long enough for compounding. I talked about compounding a lot on this channel these few weeks. Stay long enough for compounding. This is where most people lose it. They quit during the invisible phase. But compounding doesn't reward hype. It rewards endurance. Stay with it. Stay through the quiet. Stay through the low engagement. Stay through the awkward stage. The people you need are often not there on day one, but they are coming. Stay there. Stay there. I want to talk to the person who feels late. I want to talk to the person who feels late tonight. It feels, oh, I'm late. I want to say this because a lot of people come to me and they're like, oh, Matt, I wish I met you 5 years ago. I wish I met you 10 years ago. These things you say, they make a lot of sense, but I'm just too old now. I want to talk to that person that had that kind of feeling. There was a man, I'll call him David. David spent years building a life the way he thought he was supposed to. He worked hard. He took care of responsibilities. He kept your head down. He survived, and he did all that. But somewhere along the way, he realized he had buried a big part of himself. He had wisdom, he had ideas, he had a voice, he had things to say, but in his mind, he kept hearing, you're too old to start now. These younger people already understand the game. Technology passed you by. Just be grateful and stay quiet. One day, after another long day, he sat in his car and cried. Not because he was weak, because he was grieving the life he never gave himself permission to build. That hit me in the chest. It hit me real hard. How many people are not failing now, but they are grieving? They are grieving the years they lost. They are grieving the fear that held them back. They are grieving the gift they hide. They are grieving the chances they never took. But here's what changed David's life. He stopped asking, am I too late? Hey, Stick, how you doing? I remember you very well. Thanks for joining. David stopped asking, am I too late? And he started asking, what can I build from where I am? What can I build from where I am? That question saved him. That question changed David's perspective. He started learning slowly. He started learning awkwardly. He started learning imperfectly. He started sharing content little by little. Then he increased what he was sharing. Then he moved more. He used the tools he used to fear. He used the tools. He was saying, oh, these are for younger people. He asked for help without shame. He built a small community. Then he grew to a bigger one. And the one thing he thought to disqualify him, his age, his life experience, his scars, became the reasons people trusted him. Those were the things people started looking out for. Friends, the world does not need only speed. No, it needs weight. It needs wisdom. It needs maturity. It needs lived truth. You may not be the youngest. You may not be the one with depth. And in a noisy, you may be the one with only depth. And in a noisy world, depth wins. The loudest doesn't win because the world is already noisy. What wins is depth. So don't think about it. Don't come and say, hey, Matt, I think I'm too late. I think I started too late. If I had met you 10 years ago, if I had met you 5 years ago, it would have been different. No. You met me at the right time. You're hearing these words at the right time. You're not too late. Your voice is needed. Your voice is needed. Before we close tonight, let me go a little bit deeper here, because this is not just about visibility, okay? This is not about likes, about views, about followers, about brand. No, this is about assignment. Somebody is drowning in what you already survived. Yes, you're a bit late, but it's all good. You can still watch the content stick. It's still there on my channel. Somebody is drowning in something you already survived. Somebody is confused by what you already learned. Somebody is breaking under a weight you know how to carry. Somebody is praying for language and you already have the words. And because you're silent, they are still suffering. Because you're not talking, they are suffering. Because you're not sharing, they are suffering. That is why your voice matters. You think it is just content. You think I just come before a camera and create content. To the right person, it is oxygen. To the right person, it is oxygen. You think it's just a business idea. To the right person, it's relief. You think it's just your story. To the right person, it's permission to live again. See, that's why the enemy loves to keep gifted people in shame. Keep them in fear, keep them in delay, keep them in self-doubt and comparison. And because if you stay hidden, the people assigned to your life stay hungry. Some of you have spent your years asking questions like, why am I not being discovered? Why are people not knowing me? Why are people not seeing that I carry this gift? But tonight, I need you to hear this. Maybe this season, it's not about somebody discovering you. Maybe this season is about you deciding not to hide anymore. It's not about somebody discovering you. It's about you saying, enough of me hiding, enough of me being scared. I'm going to say it the way it is. I don't care about how it comes out. Let me ground this one in one more story before we go, because not everybody is trying to be famous. There's a man I know, I call him Reggie. Reggie runs a small service business. Nothing flashy, no viral content, no massive platform. But in his community, he's trusted. Why? Because he shows up. Every time he answers the calls, he does what he says he will do. He communicates clearly. He solves the problem. He follows up. He leveraged trust. And over time, he became the first name people mention. No millions of followers, no big stage, no celebrity status, but impact, absolutely. Income, very strong. Reputation, solid. Peace, better than most people chasing visibility today. I need to say this to somebody. You do not need worldwide recognition to be deeply needed. Some of you are trying to be known by everybody. What? You said 10 minutes ago? No, more than 10 minutes ago. Close to 42 minutes now, Stick. Close to 42 minutes. Some of you are trying to be known by everybody. You don't need everybody. You need the right people to know. The right people to know what you do. You need the right people to know how you help. You need the right people to know when they can trust you. Sometimes your next level is not millions. Sometimes it's becoming unforgettable to the right 100 person, to the right 10 persons, to the right 2 people, to the right 1 person, the right community. That still changes your life and still changes other people's lives. Don't let social media make you despise small beginning. Small, consistent, trusted becomes powerful. We talked about the law of compounding. All right? I've stayed quite long tonight. Before I go, let me say this. Before we close, we have to address what I call the inner war. Because many people don't lose on the outside first. They lose on the inside. Comparison becomes a bane. You keep on comparing yourself. You keep on comparing yourself. All right, Stick, bye for now. You compare your beginning to somebody's middle. You compare your quiet room to somebody's full stage. You compare your first 10 views to somebody's million views. That comparison will poison your consistency. Stay in your lane. Stay in your process. Stay in your chapter. Shame keeps saying, who are you to speak? after what you did? Or what do you know after all your mistakes? Let me help you if that's you. The people who need you don't need your perfection. They need your truth. Your healed truth can help more people than your fake image will ever help. So don't just stay in your lane. Keep on doing what you're doing. Well, this is not just a motivational line, friends. This is a call to responsibility. If everybody needs you and they don't know you yet, then your life now has a clear assignment. Hey, the channel friend, how you doing? Build your value. Clarify your message. Stay consistent and show up consistently. Stay long enough for trust to form. That is how you become searchable. That's how you become known. No more hiding in stuff like I'm just an ordinary person. No. No more hiding in perfection. Man, I can't do this because I need everything to be perfect before I do it. No. No more hiding in confusion. Don't compare yourself with anybody. Your path is your path. Stay on your lane. No more disappearing after life gets hard. No. Your gift deserves structure. Your story deserves language. Your story deserves words. Your assignment deserves consistency. Stay consistent. Stay consistent. Let me leave you with this, and I want you to really feel it. Just know one thing, you're not behind. You're not behind. You're not irrelevant either. You're not forgotten. You're carrying something a lot of people need. Everybody needs you. They just don't know you yet. So what do you do now? You build. Start building. Start learning. Start sharpening your tools. Start publishing. Start serving. Start repeating. You stay. Don't run away. Stop waiting for permission. Stop disqualifying your own life. Stop disqualifying your own life. Remember, you're becoming. And if this life meant something to you, don't sit on it. Share it. Let somebody in your world watch it too. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you so much for hanging there with us. It's time to go have a rest right now. And as always, this is Matt Miller saying peace. Take care. And if you've not subscribed, kindly hit the subscribe button so that you know when we come online. Thanks and bye for now. Ciao.